Hi friends, happy Friday. Welcome back to math today. Today for math, you will need your Envisions workbook and a pencil. We're going to be on lesson 2 of chapter 2, which is on page 97. So go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right, friends, welcome back. Today's learning target is going to be almost the same as yesterday, but we're adding in a new word, and we actually started using it yesterday too, but today we're going to really think about using it so that we can tell how objects have different groups and different amounts. So our learning target says, I can compare groups of objects and use the words greater than. When we say greater than, that means more. Which group has more? So another way to think of it is looking at our number line here. Think about when you have a birthday. Every year on your birthday, do you get older or younger? You get older, right? So let's say that you have a brother that's 3 years old. We're going to pretend, okay? You have a brother that's 3 years old. And let's say that you are 5 years old, okay? If your brother is 3 years old and you are 5 years old, who is older? You, the 5-year-old, right? We see this on the number line because 5 comes after 3. We know it's bigger, it's more, it's greater. So today we're going to look for groups that have a greater amount of objects in them by using the same strategies we used yesterday by counting and marking out and making dancing partners. So let's take a look at our solve and share on page 97. So go ahead and turn to this page where we see Marta with some basketballs and soccer balls. It says that Marta's class is going to the park. Mr. Lehman brings 4 soccer balls and 3 basketballs. Which group has more? So first, let's count and mark out our soccer balls. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many soccer balls are there? 4. Good. Now let's count our basketballs. 1, 2, 3. How many basketballs? 3. Good. And they told us that. Now we want to see which group has more or less. But we're going to focus on that more, that greater than group. So let's make our dancing partners to help us figure that out. Let's draw from basketballs to soccer balls. Ready? Here's a soccer ball to basketball. Basketball to soccer ball. Basketball to soccer ball. Basketball to soccer ball. But look here, I ran out of basketballs. So this soccer ball is dancing by itself. That means that the soccer balls have more in their group because there's one more soccer ball than there is basketball. So in this lesson, we're going to circle the group that is greater. So we're going to draw just a circle around the soccer balls. And it's a funny looking circle because of the shape that the balls are in. Okay? That's a lot of steps, so stay with me, friends. Great job. Go ahead and turn to page 98. This is our guided practice on the back. Okay. On page 98, it tells us that we're going to have to draw lines to match the groups again and see which group has a more. Okay? That's what Marta's thinking about up here when she was thinking about the soccer balls and basketballs. Let's do that starting with our tennis balls. Let's just count and mark them out to see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's count and mark out our footballs. 1, 2. Okay, let's draw our dancing line, our dancing partner line from the tennis balls to the football. Ready? 1, 2. Oh, this guy doesn't have a football partner. Neither does this guy. So which group has a more in it? The tennis balls. Very good. Since the tennis balls have more, we're going to circle them. Okay? And then we know that there are 2 more tennis balls than there are footballs. There are 2 footballs, and there are 2 more tennis balls. So that means that there are 4 tennis balls. There are more of those than there are of the footballs, which means that there's a greater amount. So I want you to repeat after me. 4 is greater than 2. 2. Very good. 4 is greater than 2. Okay, excellent. Now let's move over to our bowling balls and hockey pucks. Let's count the bowling balls first. Ready? 1, 2. Now let's count the hockey pucks. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's make our dancing partners from bowling balls to hockey pucks. We have 1, 2. So both groups definitely have 2, but does this hockey puck have a bowling ball partner? No, sirree. So that shows us there are more in which group? The hockey pucks. Good. There's one more hockey puck than there is bowling balls. So go ahead and circle your hockey pucks. And we see that 3 is greater than 2. Can you say those words with me? 3 is greater than 2 because it's one more than the number 2 on our number line. Okay? Very good job. All right. Turn to page 99 so you can take a quick sneak peek at what your Google Classroom assignment is for today. So you'll be getting more practice of what you did yesterday, but today when you come to this page to do it, you'll be circling the group that is greater, okay? The group that is greater. You won't be circling the whole group of objects, just the group that is greater. Let's go ahead and turn to page 100. 100. Turn to page 100 for me so you can practice together before you go do the work on your own. All right, friends, let's take a look at our beach balls. Let's count those first in problem 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's count our hockey pucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now let's make our dancing partners. Let's do it from beach balls to hockey pucks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So each of those have a dancing partner, but, are there dancing partners for these hockey pucks? No, sirree. So what do we know then? We know that the hockey pucks have more in their group. So we're going to circle the hockey pucks to show there's a greater number of hockey pucks. There are 5. So when we look at our number line, we see there's 3 beach balls and 5 hockey pucks. So we say that 5 is greater than 3. Can you say that with me? 5 is greater than 3 because it's more. Okay? Good job. All right, let's move over to our volleyballs and bowling ball. Let's count our bowling ball first. Ready? 1. Whoop, that's it. Now let's count our volleyballs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's make our dancing partners from bowling ball to volleyball. Ready? 1. Wow. Do we have any more bowling balls? No. Let's count how many more volleyballs there are than bowling balls. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow. So which group has more altogether? The volleyballs. Let's circle them. Good job. So we see that 4 is what? 4 is greater than 1. Okay? Very good. Let's go down to our beach balls and volleyballs again in this problem. Let's count our beach balls. Ready? 1, 2. Now let's count our volleyballs. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's do our dancing partners to see what we can compare the 2 groups. Ready? Let's do our beach balls to volleyballs. 1, 2. Whoop. There's 1 that is left in what group? The volleyballs. That shows that there's 1 more volleyball than there are beach balls. So which group of balls do we need to circle? volleyballs. Good job. It's only one more though, but it's still greater. So let's say this together. 3 is greater than 2. Very good. All right. Excellent job. And the last problem. This is our challenger. Okay. On problem 9, we have 2 5 frames. In our top 5 frame, there are how many counters? Let's count them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We can also subbutize that, which means our eyeballs know it as soon as we see it, because our brains already know that there are 5 boxes and 2 of them are empty. So it shows there are 3 counters. Okay? So our directions tell us that we're going to draw a group of counters in the bottom 5 frame that is greater than the group of counters in the top. So again, how many are in the top? 3. This is how many are in the top. We need to draw a group that is greater than 3. So do I go to the left on my number line, or do I go to the right to figure out what number? I go to the right. So I can either draw 4 counters or 5. And I'm going to let you pick today, okay? I'm going to choose to do 5. So I'm going to fill all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you could have also chosen to do 4. But can you do 3? No, because that's the same, right? That's equal to 3. Can you do 2? No, because that's less than 3. And so is 1 and 0. Okay? Good. When you're finished drawing those counters, go ahead and flip back to page 99. And on page 99, you're going to do exactly what we just practiced. You're going to count your groups, make your dancing partners, and circle the group that is greater. Get it? Got it? Good. I know you smarty petardis can do it. Keep up the great work, friends. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday for math again.